Hey everybody, so this is Sarah here. I haven't checked in with you guys in a while and given you an update, so I figured I would try to pop one in, squeeze one in over my lunch break today. So I am 10 weeks post-op, which is really exciting. So 2.5 months out from surgery, and food is getting much easier to manage. So my stomach's not as sensitive, which I'm thankful for, but it could just be that I'm getting really good at figuring out what I should and shouldn't have. But I haven't been getting near as sick lately, and I haven't been throwing up near as much lately, so I'm really thankful for that. I do have a little bit of a cold, so I apologize if I cough a lot and have a crappy voice. So so far, my current weight loss, my post-surgery weight loss, is 55 pounds. So I'm pretty excited about that, to be down 55 pounds in 10 weeks. So that's the average of course, 5.5 pounds or so a week. I can tell my weight loss is definitely starting to plateau a little bit. Not necessarily, not plateau, but it's not as drastic of a drop. And I definitely am getting into where it's kind of like a stair step type thing. So my body will hold on to weight and then drop like 4 or 5 pounds overnight, and then hold on for a week, and then boom, drop 5-10 pounds. And I mean, it's definitely stair stepping. So that's definitely happening. It's a little frustrating, but that's okay. So I also had a situation which was pretty interesting. I try to weigh myself at least once every 3 days or so. And about a week ago, or maybe a little longer than that, like a week and a half ago, one of my twins thought it was super cool, and they were picking up my scale and walking around my house with it, and they totally broke it. And so I spent a week and a half, I just didn't have time to go get a new scale. And so I didn't weigh myself for like a week and a half, and was pleasantly surprised when I stepped on the scale after I went and bought one. So that's pretty exciting. I'm pretty happy about that. So I have a new scale at home. It's pretty rock star status. I didn't go cheap because I figured that I would definitely want one that's kind of a little bit more of the bells and whistles. So for the rest of my journey, something exciting is my husband here in the next couple weeks. He goes for his pre-op class in his pre-op labs, because he is also going to be pursuing gastric bypass and having gastric bypass at the end of September, beginning of October. So he's about a month till his surgery, and I won't share much about him because it's his journey and it's his choice to share or not, but I'm really excited for him. I'm excited to be able to help him through that, because I know that you guys have heard me talk a couple times in my video, but it definitely is very lonely process if you don't have somebody that knows what it's like. And so a couple times I had a hard time because he'd want to go out to eat. And of course that's like, right, when you have a date night, like you typically do that or things like that. So, you know, it's one of those like balancing things where he didn't know how to help me. I didn't know how he could help me. And so it just made for not a great experience the couple times that we did that. So I'm excited to be able to maybe be a little bit more of a support. Not that he didn't want to support me, but it's just hard to know how to support somebody when you haven't been through something like this. So I am excited to be able to be there for him the way that Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be for me. So, but I'm ready for that. I think that it'll be nice for us to start and work through this process together. So, anyways, enough about him. He can make his own videos if he wants to. But this last couple weeks has just been easier and easier. I didn't bring with me today, so I can't show you, but I did buy off Amazon these vitamins. It's like a one and all. It didn't have as much calcium as you really need, but it's a one and all vitamin. So one of the things I talked about in my last video is how hard vitamins are. And so I tried my hardest to figure out how to fix that problem over the last couple weeks. And so I found on Amazon these berry vitamins. I can't remember the brand. I made sure that they had pretty much all of the numbers of vitamins that I need. And then, like I said, the only thing it's really lacking, it's lacking a little bit of calcium. So you would definitely want to take an additional supplement. But it's a berry vitamin. It's a melt vitamin, so it literally dissolves. So I crunched it up pretty quickly just because most of the time I'm in a fast, paced life. And so I crunch them up and take them right before bedtime. But they dissolve, and so it creates less of a filling feeling and more of a dissolved into mush or liquid, and then it just slides through your pouch and you don't have to really even mess with it. So I've been really excited and thankful that I was able to find a good alternative. They were pretty cheap for a month's worth, and I feel bad. I'm sorry that I don't have the little bottle to showcase, but for a month's worth, it was I don't know, $15-17. Like I said, you'll still have to buy the calcium, or they do have some of the melts in this brand that have additional calcium options. So definitely something to look into. But I'm really thankful for that. I could definitely tell a difference in my body and just my spirits and my mind. My body feels better when I take my berry vitamins, or my berry melts is what I call them. So I'm still adjusting to them because I haven't really taken my vitamins consistently like I should have, and I recommend that you do it because now being on this side and feeling the consistency with vitamins in your system, it definitely makes a huge difference, and I'm a believer in it for sure. Another thing that has been really weird for me lately is my sleeping is really jacked up, and I don't know if that's necessarily something just me in particular in my life at the moment, or if that has something to do with the surgery, but sleeping has not been super great for me lately. So I've been definitely taking some melatonin, and also my sister is a huge believer in essential oils. Hey Christine, shout out to you. And so she made me this little oil concoction of stuff. I don't know. So I put a little bit on my temples, and sometimes I put some a little bit here just because the smell also kind of helps you relax a little bit. So that has been helping me a little bit, but sleep has kind of been sucking lately. So energy level, I'm definitely feeling better than I was a month ago. 6 weeks out was really hard. I had no energy. Sorry guys, I'm picking up my finger and it keeps moving the camera. I had no energy. I felt awful. I just went to work, went home, barely made it through the night with my kids, and crashed on the couch or wherever I was at, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open. But that is definitely and thankfully changed a little bit. So I'm able to really deal with the energy thing a little bit better now. So I'm thankful for that. I have an appointment with my dietitian and my, sorry, I'm trying to get that window covered up with my head. Dietitian and with my, the nurse practitioner with my doctor. So Dr. Diaz's nurse practitioner named Rachel on Tuesday. So the Tuesday after Labor Day in the morning. So I'm anxious to see, based on their scales and the official weight loss number that they'll have recorded, and go from there. So we will see. Definitely keep me in your thoughts for that visit. I'm going to definitely talk to the dietitian just about like the next step things and what I can and can't, or what I should and shouldn't, not necessarily can and can't, but what I should and shouldn't do this next couple months. So my hope is to get to my initial goal weight. So my initial goal weight is 195. That's my first goal weight. So that's when pretty much my BMI gets below 30, and then like tons of health risks drop off the realm of possibilities. Okay, so like the statistics on heart disease and diabetes and all of those things that are huge, very real things that could happen to me right now. Once I hit 195 pounds, like, which isn't necessarily like, that's not like the magic number, but that's like the number for the BMI. So that was my first initial goal. I just want to be in a normal BMI range. My doctor is pretty confident that I will definitely get lower than that. I don't know what my ideal goal weight, I never have really figured that out. When I started this whole thing, I really just wanted to be average. I just wanted to be like, dude, I'd be happy if I was like a size 16, and a normal size. I could go shopping at a normal store. And that was kind of my goal when I first started this whole process, just to be a normal size where I can roughhouse with my kids and be, the best mom I can be for my boys, and definitely will be able to do that. So as far as any goals after that, I really don't know. People have asked me that all the time, and I really just don't know what that looks like. My doctor is pretty confident that I will definitely, he says that he can see me plateauing and maintaining at like 160, 150, but I don't know how I feel about that, because I haven't been that little since like 5th grade, so I don't know how I feel about that and what that will look like, and if I will be happy being that size, because that's just never been something that I've ever envisioned for myself. So anyways, long story short, my whole goal is just to be average. I just want to be average. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm really anxious and excited at the same time for my appointment on Tuesday, which is, I guess, a week from today. So I'll keep you updated on how that goes. So once again, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I would be more than happy to sit down, have coffee, and talk to you about my journey. Like I've said from the beginning, I'm really trying to be as much of an open book as I can. And so that's kind of my goal, is just to be completely honest and open, so that people, other people out there can make the best decision for themselves when it comes to their health and the process or the journey that they want to have. So until next time, stay healthy, guys. Bye.